This video is sponsored by Willard Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your service today. Usually there's a young guy or two that has a day at these camps, right? And yesterday, Sam Williams was one of them, Kyle. And the other one was Jalen Tolbert. It seemed like he handled the pressure of being the dude well yesterday, and apparently some special teams pressure in regards to return snaps. What was your overall take on Tolbert yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, he's been really impressive. And the more that you watch him play, the more you feel like he's going to fill a role. Now, there's no James Washington.
Yeah.
There's no Michael Gallup. And then yesterday, specifically, there was no CeeDee Lamb. So he, at least out of the wide receiver group, should be that top guy. And him and Simi Fehoko and a lot of these young wide receivers, they were all having a great opportunity to get some great playing time and get to see what it's like for getting thrown to by Dak Prescott and things of the sort that they wouldn't necessarily get on a normal practice day. And Jalen Tolbert looks like he's already on that same page with Dak Prescott, because getting that rhythm down, finding a consistency with QB1 is exceptionally important for a young wide receiver. And Tolbert has done that. At least in the early parts of this offseason, it looks like he is on the same page. And there were a couple times yesterday that Dak threw into Tolbert's break. I mean, he hadn't even broken yet, and he had already thrown the football. Tolbert breaks into it, and then boom, catch, what would have been a big gain, and moving forward. It was really Tolbert and Simi Fehoko yesterday. Those were the only two guys that saw any kind of success against this defense that was really suffocating at times throughout the practice period. It was a lot of those two guys, which is good because those are young guys that need to contribute in some shape, fashion, and form. But the fact that Tolbert continues to stand out above the rest is a good sign for when Gallup and Washington and, of course, CeeDee Lamb are all back in the fold sooner rather than later.
Hey, you brought up Simi Fehoko's name a few times, and, we've been hearing Simi throughout the weeks, really, whether it be good or a little bit of bad, but it seems like he put on some of that off-season peanut butter, from a mental standpoint and physical standpoint, as we like to say here. Do you see Dak's confidence growing in Simi?
Yeah, I think it's starting to rise a little bit, and he mentioned it yesterday. He kind of gave a generic answer on, he's a young wide receiver. We like what he's done this offseason, but there is a bit of an upgrade that you've seen from Simi, because last year when he was in rookie minicamp, I remember watching from the building at the Star and saying, he's not moving the way that you would want him to move as a first-year wide receiver. I mean, he looks a little slow. He's rounding his breaks, and he's not necessarily getting off the line of scrimmage with the emphasis that you would need. He's fixed all of that to a certain extent. Now, he's no Amari Cooper running routes yet. I mean, He's not a technician by any means, but he's finding a way to get open. He's creating separation. He's exploding out of his stance as a line of scrimmage, and then you get an opportunity to throw him the football as many times as Dak has had over the OTAs and now minicamp. It's going to make him better as a pass catcher. Now, yesterday he did have a drop in the end zone where it was the best route I've seen him run. I was watching him the entire time. He's going up against Anthony Brown. He absolutely cooked him at the line of scrimmage. I mean, AB got tangled up. He got turned around. I don't know if he was expecting Fehoko to do something not as sharp as he did, or it just kind of underestimated him at some point throughout the break. But Anthony Brown was absolutely turned around, and then by the time that Fehoko had turned and was pretty much wide open, he had at least 2 or 3 steps on AB in the end zone. He just dropped the pass. I mean, it was a little bit high, but it hit right off of both of his hands and then went through the back of the end zone. So it's almost like making a great move in basketball. You dribble through somebody's legs, or you cross somebody up. You got to finish the layup. Like you got to finish. You got to catch the football. That's what happened yesterday with Fehoko, and so he's not there yet, at least from what we're seeing, but he is taking steps, and I think that's a positive thing for this offense.
This video is brought to you by Willard Heating and Air Conditioning. Willard is your go-to destination for air conditioning, heating, air quality, insulation, ductwork, and more. They've served the DFW area for over 30 years, and with their 100% money-back guarantee and 24/7 emergency service available, it's no surprise they have the best client reviews in the business. We know how brutal these summer months can be without the proper AC, which is why you need to call Willard Heating and Air Conditioning today. They'll keep your home cool with the highest air quality with the guaranteed top-notch customer service. It's only getting hotter here in Dallas, so schedule your service appointment today at willardac.com.